Ladies and gentlemen, the information you're about to hear could save a life, because when the tones go off and your SCBA fails to work, it will be your life that's on the line.
And I'm here today to show you the correct procedure for checking an air pack in every morning when you start your shift. Air pack is the most important piece of equipment on the apparatus. The air pack is what allows us to make interior attacks onto fire scenes. And you want to make sure that your air pack is working at all times. So here's what we need to do. Of course, normally air packs are on the engine, so we're going to improvise here. This particular air pack is mine that I'm going to be using today, and here's the procedures I used this morning to check it in. First of all, when I come to it, I'm going to do a visual inspection on it. I'm going to make sure that the straps are in good shape, that they're not burned from a previous fire from last night. We'll make sure they're not frayed or discolored in any way. We're also going to check the cylinder to make sure there's no gouges or cracks or anything on it. We're also going to check our regulator to make sure that there's no cracks or burns or deformities on it that would inhibit it from bringing air to us. After that, we're going to check our batteries. Take the remote gauge and just press on the yellow button once. You should get a green light. If you get a red light, that means that the batteries are low. If you don't get any light at all, that means the batteries are dead and need to be replaced. Remember, we only use specific batteries for this. We do not buy batteries from any other source. We come to SCBA and get them. Now it's a good time to check the battery on your voice amp. When you press it, you should see the light come on and make sure it works. At this time, we're going to turn the air pack on. Now, when you turn the air pack on, you're going to listen and you're going to hear several things. First of all, you're going to hear the fire alert go off. Second of all, you're going to hear the pass device go off. But third, you're also going to listen for a hiss. And if you hear a hiss that comes out right before the fire alert comes on, that might mean that the connection to the high pressure hose to the bottle is loose. And we want to make sure that that is always tight. Remember, the bottle has 4,500 pounds of pressure. The high pressure hose has 4,500 pounds of pressure. We want to make sure they're straight. They're good. So we're going to turn it on and we're going to listen. We heard the vibrate alert. And we heard the pass device. Now remember, this is designed to where if it stays motionless for a certain amount of time, the pass device will go off. So there's two ways to make the pass device go off. You can either shake the whole unit or you can click the yellow button. Remember, don't shake the regulator. That won't make the pass device go off. So we have heard it. We're also going to check now to make sure that all of our heads-up display lights are on. You'll see 4 lights come on. Then after a certain period of time, you'll see it'll change to just 2 lights. It'll change to just 2 lights. That means that it's working correct. Okay, now we're going to take a breath of air into our mask. And when we take that first breath, we're going to feel the air saver switch deactivate, and it's going to allow a positive pressure of air into our mask, and that's what we're looking for. Now, I pressed the air saver switch to ensure that we did not have a free flow of air when we took the mask off. So I had a good seal on my mask, I had good inhalation, the air saver switch disengaged like it's supposed to, and my mask is working fine. I'm going to give you 2 numbers now, 4,000 and 250. When you check your air pack in the morning, you need to make sure you have a minimum of 4,000 psi in the gauge at all times. You also want to check the cylinder pressure against the remote gauge pressure and make sure that they're within 250 psi of each other. Now, we check this every year to make sure this is correct, and we know this number is correct, but we want to make sure that they're also within 250 of each other. Now we're going to go ahead and finish up and let the air out of our cylinder. We're going to turn the air off, and if it does not turn freely, let us know. And take the purge valve. You're going to release the purge valve. As you release it, you need to make sure you bring it down to where the vibrate alert activates, and let the vibrate alert run for a few seconds, because that helps exercise that vibrate alert. So we're going to bring it down, watching the gauge. Once it goes on, let it run, and then let it go. The way to turn the air pack off is to click the yellow button, and you're going to click it twice, not real fast. That's all we need. If you hear it count down like that, that means that there's too much air in it. Once you hear the two-tone chirp, that means the air pack is off. Best way to check is to look and make sure that the light is not still flashing. That's how you know that the air pack is off. One note, if for some reason an air pack starts going off in the apparatus in the middle of the night or in the afternoon and you have to come out and turn it off, that means there's a leak somewhere. So this is how we need to check out an air pack every morning when you start your shift. If you find anything wrong with an air pack that isn't as this one has worked today, please bring to Station 4 and tag it out. Thank you.